Hello, my sweet, beautiful friends. How are you on this beautiful day? I am feeling good. I needed a few days to myself, and I'm sure you can probably relate to that energy if you are here. So, a quick way you will know if this message is for you, and by the way, it is a timeless message. So, whether you found it right when I posted it, months, years, whenever it was meant for you, it is a message from your higher guides, from your higher self. This is a message that you have been manifesting without maybe realizing that you needed to hear it. Maybe you do. So, welcome. I'm so happy that you're here. You will know if this is for you, if you can relate or are currently feeling like you don't have a home. And I don't mean necessarily in the physical sense. And if that is the case, and you are currently in a situation where you are having to bounce from place to place, or you don't feel a stability, I'm sending you as much warmth and love as I can, because not feeling like you have a foundation or a place that is yours can be a very lonely feeling. It can feel like you literally do not belong anywhere. And if you have a physical home and you're still feeling like you don't have a home, I can absolutely relate to that, because I've been there myself. I think for so much of our life, we are tapped into our physical world, our 3D world, what we can see, what we can touch, what feels real, what feels tangible. But I think somewhere throughout the existence of time and somewhere through our evolution as humans, we became distracted. We became separated from our real home, from our real selves. We have begin to view our physical body as who we are, when in reality our physical body is just a manifestation of our spirit. When you think of matter, it is really just a reflection of our spiritual world, my goodness. And the things that we can't quite see or understand, but we feel like we're there. And if this isn't making any sense to you and you can't relate to this probably is not a message for you. Or maybe it is, but you still have a little bit of work to do to understand where I'm coming from. But the last few days, for example, I was feeling just completely displaced. I have a home and I'm pretty connected with my body, but I felt like there was something missing. And in taking that time to myself to recenter myself and feel at home again, I began to realize that so much of our spiritual selves, whether it's your soul, some people think, the mind is the spirit and our physical body is just the machine. But through my reflection, I began to read into the hermetic laws. I believe there's 7 of them. I'm only 2 in, so I only know the first and second, because honestly, it's a lot of information to take in. And I'm telling myself I'm going to learn a new law every day, so I don't become overwhelmed by it. But the first hermetic law, which they were written by Hermes. I can't think of his last name. He was this Egyptian, I want to say like a few hundred before, Jesus, BC. So they've been around for a while. And what they speak of and what they talk about, like the first one is literally, my little kitty cat is laying in my book. Okay. The first one is literally mentality, which the concept of it is that your brain and the universe are one. So it's the universe is everything, and then it follows it with your mind is the universe, which is like such a paradoxical thing to think about. But when you think about it that way, it's literally telling you that your brain possesses, and not necessarily your brain, I mean like your mind, your soul, your spirit possesses the whole universe, and the whole universe is your spirit, which is such a beautiful thing when you really think about it, because like if that right there doesn't make you feel like you're this magnificent being and doesn't make you feel just connected to everything that you're experiencing and everything that we can't see, then honestly I don't know what would. And the second one is correspondence, which is the connection between our spirit and our body. We spend so much time, whether it's going to the gym or, putting on makeup, doing our hair, doing all of these things to make our physical body attractive, when really we have to do all of that same stuff to our internal body, to our spirit. If we're not taking care of our spirit, if we're not tuning in with who we really are at our core, that will reflect in our physical body. We'll be tired, we'll be lethargic, we'll be angry. You might be dealing with, your body manifesting it in pains, aches, autoimmune diseases, things that you maybe can't seem to get a hold on physically. And I'm not saying that, illnesses are going to be cured by spirituality. What I'm trying to say is that what you put into your spiritual body, the things that you tell yourself, the things that you believe, become a reality in your physical body. If you're walking around telling yourself that you're a piece of crap, that you aren't a good person, that you don't deserve love, that will show itself in your physical body. You're gonna walk around like you're a piece of crap. You might even look like you're a piece of crap, and that's not saying that you look like one, but you know what I'm trying to say. If you're walking around thinking that you don't deserve love, you're probably not going to find the fulfilling relationship that you crave, or the people that you attract are going to be the kinds of people that like don't give you love. So I feel like I'm rambling a little bit, so I'm gonna pull out the deck because I'm just curious what the universe has to say about this. I really hope that what I'm saying is resonating with you and you're realizing that this craving that you're needing for a sense of stability, for a home, for a sense of security is something that you possess within you. You have the power to make your reality whatever it is. You are quite literally the universe. Like, it lives within you. Your mind has the power to look at the world differently. And I can attest to that because I've always been a pretty cynical, logical person. I always lean toward the glass being half empty. But recently, in connecting with myself and beginning to give myself the love that I deserve, I've begun to experience the world differently. When I have something happen to me, I don't spiral. It doesn't mean I don't have bad days. I had a couple bad days and I took the time to myself, but you'll be able to be in control of it. Like, in the past, having those few bad days would have just continued to turn into a bad week, a bad month, because I would have let it define me. I wouldn't have sat with myself to figure out what it is that I need to do differently. So what I am being called to tell you is you are your home. You are your home. And that doesn't mean that having that home within you won't make you restless to move, but the places that you'll then move to, you'll be able to be happy in yourself there. Because I think so much of the time we crave this change because we don't feel like we have a home, and we're always jumping from place to place, and we move to this new city or new country and we think that we're suddenly going to be happy, but you take yourself wherever you go. So if you're unhappy where you're currently at and you go somewhere else, you're still going to be unhappy there. So this is a call out to you to connect with yourself, to figure out what it is that you need to do for yourself to feel like home, and then to do it unapologetically. Wow, that was a big word. English is my second language, by the way, so I'm so sorry. But you'll be able to, at the end of the day, just feel a sense of wholeness and closeness with yourself. And like I said, that doesn't mean that you're gonna have bad days or weird days, but you're going to navigate them with a sense of security and purpose and alignment that you didn't have before. So give it one more and see what your spirit guides have to say. But do know that it will take work, but it's like I've said it in other videos, it's like exercising at the gym. The first few times you do it, you might be taken to a dark place. You might be taken to a place where you're like, I don't want this to be my home. Like, get me out of here. But the more you do it, the easier and more enjoyable it will become. So Spirit, what message do you have for my wonderful collective? How can they manage these feelings of loneliness? And okay, you know what? I'm not even gonna shuffle again because that is perfect. Okay. Oh, it's so interesting. Okay. Yeah. Listen, this is affirming everything I just said, so I'm very pleased. Thank you, Spirit. Okay. So the first card that came out is the Star. The second card is the Two of Cups. The third card, oh my gosh, is the World. Love that card. And at the bottom of the deck, you had the Knight of Pentacles. And actually I want to look at so the first card, so I want to look at the first card too, because it's justice. I read somewhere where, you know, if you look at the first and second card, it can kind of give you the energy that you're going to be dealing with as you go on this journey. So with these cards, you are being called to do something different and to pour into yourself and to connect with yourself. You're in this place currently of you're pouring all of your love and all of your energy into things that you necessarily don't need to pull them into. She's pouring all of this water into this pool of endless water, and she's pouring this water into these flowers here. But notice that in pouring all of this water out, she's not taking any for herself. And that's not just, this is for men as well, whatever you identify as. She can't do this and then not run out of water and not have any for herself. Like at some point she's going to have to take some from this pool and nourish herself, or she won't be able to continue to water these beautiful flowers that are starting to blossom. And with the Two of Cups, the cups are all about love, unity, harmony. And you see it's these two people coming together and exchanging love. And I'm seeing it as literally your physical self and your spiritual self coming together, uniting and creating this powerful being. It's like you have to come together. And you ultimately have a choice. We all have free will. We can do whatever we want, and it's not going to be wrong. You're not going to be penalized, but I promise you that the alignment and purpose and love that you will feel when you start putting your physical and spiritual world together and just viewing them as one, because they are one, you will realize that things just suddenly make sense. You won't have this existential dread of, what is this? Where am I going? What is the purpose of it? Because that feeling is so palpable in the universe right now. There is so much chaos. You can relate to that. Do know that you are not alone. But the key to it is becoming one with yourself. And then the world. It's all about new endings, beginnings, transformation. You have so much power within you. You are a beautiful light being. And if you don't believe that, begin to tell yourself that. Even if it's when you first wake up in the morning and you say that to yourself 10 times, I promise the mind is a very powerful tool, and most of us haven't started to control it. We let social media and all of this become our thoughts, and we never have a true thought of ourselves, or we never have like a quiet moment in our mind where we can just reflect on things. It's just constant noise, and that constant noise keeps you so separated from your spiritual self. So learn how to filter the things that go into your mind and learn how to change thoughts. When you're having that moment of, why am I doing this? I'm not getting the result that I want. This is stupid. Change it and say, you know what? I know that every little bit of effort that I put is going to pay off in the long run. And if I can't feel that now, I know that when I look back on this, I'm going to say, wow, that all added up to something. So just have the belief in yourself that you have in other people. I feel like you're the kind of person that is always cheering other people on, is always trying to help other people find whatever it is they need in life to feel whole. And right now it is your turn. You owe this to yourself. You are a beautiful, beautiful beacon of light into the world. And the moment that you start to believe that, you will be shining that light outwards. And with the Knight of Pentacles, the Knight of Pentacles, it's all about going after the things that you believe in, whether they are physical things, spiritual things. You are in control. And I think the moment that you begin to lean into your spirituality, you will realize that your physical self and your physical reality will change as well, because they are so connected. They are one. They really are. And with the Justice card, you are on a journey, and what is meant to be will be. You ultimately have a choice, and you can make whatever choice you want for yourself. But me and the spirits know that you will, for the first time maybe ever in your life, choose yourself. And this is the best choice you will ever make in life. So if you are still here, know that we are so proud of you. You can always come to me. I think so many of us just feel lost at times, like we have no one to talk to. But in doing what I'm doing, I'm hoping to grow a community of just light-minded individuals, and just helping people feel seen, and just helping people navigate through whatever the hell we're navigating through. Excuse me, pardon me. But seriously, if this message resonated with you, I love to hear from you guys. It really means so much to me to know that we are helping each other on this journey, because you really are helping me. Just having this space where I can share this and having it be welcomed and, something that just makes me feel good really means a lot to me. So if you're on this journey with me, thank you. I love you so much. Comment, like, subscribe, whatever you feel called to do, but just know that you are so loved.